Rieccoci ragazzi, bentornati a tutti sul canale di Nico in Game. Abbiamo dovuto fare parecchi salti per raggiungere il sistema Nebula di livello 30, poi tra l'altro, attenzione, quindi un livello piuttosto alto rispetto al nostro. Però abbiamo scoperto e visitato l'avamposto segreto. Abbiamo eliminato tutti i cattivi, i pirati spaziali o chiunque fossero, non lo so, anche robottoni parecchio pericolosi, e abbiamo recuperato una astronave parecchio figa. Ehm, L'astronave dell'Ammantide, e anche la tuta, ragazzi, anche la tuta. Eccola qua. Guardate che figa. Guardate che figa, ragazzi. Abbiamo anche indossato la tuta della Mantide, che non è affatto male. Adesso per tornare a Nuova Atlantide dobbiamo fare di nuovo parecchi salti. E visto che ci ha sbloccato diverse missioni, diverse attività, io a questo punto, dato che dobbiamo comunque tornare indietro, perché non possiamo fare il salto da qui, ragazzi, a qua, ad Alpha Centauri. È troppo distante, quindi siccome è troppo distante, dobbiamo farci tutto un giro. Torniamo direttamente qua. Uno qui ci ha contattato e quindi ne approfittiamo e andiamo a parlare con lui.
I will never get tired of that.
A Paradiso, andiamo a Paradiso. Parla con il capo Sugiyama. Atterriamo, va. Visitiamo questo posto.
Gear looks green, ready to land.
Guardate la nostra tuta, ragazzi.
Cycling airlock.
Vorrei anche trovare un mercante, un commerciante, qualcuno che ci possa aiutare a sbarazzarci di un po' di roba, perché c'è. Allora, siamo carichi di roba, ragazzi, ma anche Sara l'ho riempita di cose. Tutte, caschi e cianfrusaglie varie, quindi voglio liberarmi un po' di roba, magari ci facciamo qualche soldino. Se troviamo un mercante, e magari acquistiamo anche qualcosa di interessante, che lo sa.
You'd think it may be paradise, but that doesn't mean we don't run into trouble from time to time.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with?
Senti, ma sono qui per la richiesta di soccorso che hai inviato.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences. So, before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss this with anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so?
Sì, terrò la bocca chiusa.
Great. I appreciate it. Not too long ago, a strange and enormous ship appeared in Parima space. It is now locked in orbit around our planet. So far, it doesn't seem to be hostile, but any attempts to communicate with it have been in vain, so we're unsure of the ship's intentions.
Con cosa pensi che abbiamo a che fare?
Can't say for sure. Looks worn, but not cobbled together like a Crimson Fleet junker. Others have been saying it's some new Varun design, a gigantic battleship with hidden armaments preparing for assault, but that doesn't check out either. There's also been talk about non-human sentient life. The comms data we received might support that, but humanity's spread far and wide and no one's ever encountered anything like that. Still, first contact. Could you imagine?
Ma non hanno risposto alle comunicazioni?
Not quite. It took some time, but we received a transmission. It was all, pardon the phrasing, it sounded almost alien, like nothing anyone's heard before. Clicks, distorted groans, buzzing, really disturbing sounds. Now, one of our engineers says it could just be some busted comm equipment or incompatible signals, but we're not sure. So far, no one's disembarked from the ship. No landing craft, nothing. We don't have the staff or ships to spare, otherwise we'd dock with it and attempt to board.
Sembra una situazione delicata, eh?
It is. Whatever's going on, we need to approach this with care. First, see if you have more luck communicating with them. If not, you may have to try boarding. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board. As soon as you have any more information, report to Oliver Campbell. He's the CEO of Paradiso. All formal decisions will need to go through him, and he'll have your pay. Good luck.
Ok, ma scusi, un'informazione. Non avete qualcuno a cui possa vendere la mia roba? Perché io e Sara siamo carichi di roba veramente. Oh, scusa. Facciamoci un giro, va. Magari becchiamo qualcuno qua. Non c'è nessuno in realtà. Scusate ragazzi, ma prima di andare dove dobbiamo andare? Visitiamo questo posto.
Darling, you look truly amazing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Why, hello, darling. Welcome to Enhanced Paradiso. You too can use our services to help you feel as good about your appearance as I do mine. We can make you thinner, larger, change your hair,
Ah,
your
ok,
face,
qui possiamo
or
modificare il
even your
nostro
sex.
aspetto.
Anything you want. Or perhaps I can interest you in the Paradiso Getaway Bundle promotion. This is a one-time offer for new Paradiso customers. Once you decline, it's gone.
Cos'è il pacchetto vacanza
We
paradiso?
simply book 2 sessions for you for a greatly reduced price. Why, you might ask? Many Paradiso guests come to get away from their normal lives, and often they like to believe what happens here stays here. So, they will change their appearance not only when they get here to engage in some fun, but also when they leave to go back to their normal lives.
Vabbè, dai, lo prendo.
Wonderful. You won't regret it. I'll keep track of your 2 enhanced sessions in our system. We can get to work on you whenever you're ready. Sure. Let me just deduct 1 session from your account and we'll be ready to go.
Vabbè, ma quindi è giusto per... potevo farne a meno, ragazzi. In effetti. Guarda, ci sono, cambiamo acconciatura. Colore capelli rossi? Sì. Ma va bene così, guarda. Sirio. Vabbè,
Thank you for
grazie.
stopping by.
Ho speso 700 crediti per sta cazzo di cosa. Quanti crediti abbiamo poi, tra l'altro? Beh, ne abbiamo parecchi adesso, eh. In effetti possiamo fare qualcosina. Forse possiamo anche acquistare qualche arma, modificare un po' la nostra navetta, Qualcosina possiamo farla. Però io vorrei vendere la mia roba.
Every day's nicer. What a nice day. It's my pleasure to make sure our guests are happy.
Se è possibile.
Hey there.
Scusi.
Oh, this looks like a lovely place for a stay. Might
Another
also be
lost
the perfect
belonging
time to stop for
notification in
some
the
food
system.
or a tranquility.
When am I going to find the time?
Where should we begin?
Oh dear, a guest. Dreadfully sorry you had to hear my complaint. How unprofessional of me. Hello, welcome to Paradiso. Dirk Huddleston at your service. Do you need assistance checking in for your reservation?
No, guarda, non soggiorno qui e non ho in programma di farlo.
You're not? Perhaps you'd allow me to persuade you to reconsider? We have the finest amenities within or outside of the settled systems.
Ma io sto cercando solo
If you do change your
qualcuno
mind, or if you need
a cui
anything at
possa
all,
vendere la
I
mia
am here to
roba.
help.
Forse posso aiutarti a ritrovare gli oggetti smarriti.
Oh no, you're on vacation. I wouldn't dream of asking a guest, or a non-guest as the case may be, to find other guests' lost belongings. But if you want to take a look at the list in the system and you happen to find anything while you're out and about, I suppose it would help me out.
Vabbè, allora non lo farò,
Please, don't feel obligated,
Se
however.
insisti, non lo faccio. Consulta il computer per gli oggetti smarriti,
Thank
Mi
you
serve
again
una
for
stanza,
staying
no, non mi
with us.
serve a niente, ragazzi.
Hello there.
Oh, this is even better than in the brochure.
Sorry. Didn't mean to be rude and ignore you when you came in. I'm just trying to figure out the solution to a problem I'm having. What can I do for you?
Mazza, c'è una missione dappertutto qua. Hai bisogno di aiuto? Come fa alla vendita di caffè? Vorrei ordinare da
We have a
bere.
selection of premium coffees. What would you like?
Chissà se possiamo... Lui acquista solo provviste. Acquista
Have
solo
a great day.
provviste, ragazzi.
Oh, night. Sorry, I lose track of the time.
Over, so I can relax like a guest.
Welcome to Paradiso Gift Shop and Convenience. Feel free to look around, but don't break anything or you've got to buy it.
Ammazza che
And
entusiasmo
before
questo.
you ask, there aren't any discounts, so don't even try to haggle with me. Looking for a souvenir or just forgot something at home?
Ah, armi. Sono tentato. E munizioni, acquistiamo un po' di munizioni, va. Poi, provviste, risorse. Vendiamo, assolutamente ragazzi, vendiamo. Ma la roba che ha Sara come facciamo? Per la roba che ha Sara? Sara, senti,
Here, I have something for you.
è una cosa per me. Grazie
You're
mille.
welcome.
Cosa?
I picked it
Cos'è?
up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know.
La prossima volta mi aspetto un pacchetto regalo. Apprezzo il tuo
I'm
sforzo.
just pleased I get to utilize some of my old field collecting skills. It's been a while. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours.
Ma grazie. Radice? Allucinogeno? Vabbè, senti, Sara,
Back to
comunque.
the lodge, shall we?
Scambiamoci l'attrezzatura. Guarda, dammi un po' di roba che ti ho dato. Che la vendiamo, ne approfitto. Tanto a me faccio una ammazza di queste cose. Lo so, siamo pesanti, ma adesso vendiamo tutto. Lo so, sto perdendo molto tempo, ragazzi, ma ne approfitto adesso che posso.
You're going to make me do stuff, aren't you?
Allora. Tutte spaziali. Questo lo terrei anche. Questo però lo vendo. Vendi, vendi. Comunque non ci stiamo facendo niente. Cioè non stiamo guadagnando niente da tutta sta roba, veramente. Perché ho la sensazione che il tuo lavoro non ti piaccia?
Why would I?
Beh, l'ho notato subito.
Sell overpriced crap to rude, obnoxious tourists all day. My
Me ne sono
uncle
accorto.
works for the Paradiso board. When he said he could get me a job here, I expected an executive level job, not this. But it's not all bad. I don't have to worry about getting fired, and I live in Paradiso for free. Now, can I get you something, or are you going to keep asking questions about my life?
No, guarda, mi basta così. Allora, ci siamo alleggeriti, abbiamo venuto un po' di roba e anche Sara si è alleggerita un po'. No, non lo prendo l'ascensore, ragazzi, andiamo dove dobbiamo andare, poi tanto qui ci torneremo, perché abbiamo già attivato diverse attività, quindi... Andiamo a visitare la nave sospetta.
Can you possibly imagine a more tranquil place for a resort?
Achieving orbit now.
Ah, ma l'avevo già notata questa navetta, ragazzi. C'è qualcuno? Senti, attracchiamo e ciccia. Attracca con la nave e sali a bordo, C'è qualcosa di strano qua.
Locked in.
C'è qualcosa di strano.
You're
Chi è?
human.
Certo che sono un essere umano, immagino che tu ti aspettassi
It's
qualcos'altro.
just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Imagine being cut off from humankind for that long. How terribly frightening that would be.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader.
Ciao.
And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
Ciao. Mi chiamo Sirio e sono qui per aiutare.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind.
Ma perché non stavate rispondendo alle segnalazioni?
Seemingly colonized by, well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and the others.
In 200 anni?
Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work. And so they made the decision to leave when they did.
Mi piacerebbe saperne di più, eh.
Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist. Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance. Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troubles.
I have to say, with technology this outdated, I'm amazed this vessel is able to navigate at all. It's almost like walking through a museum.
Senti. Sembra proprio che abbiate bisogno di una mano con questa vostra situazione.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying.
Ma con una nave così grande, ragazzi, non sono riusciti a contattare nessuno. Non sono riusciti a comunicare con nessuno. E poi ci hanno messo 200 anni per arrivare qua. Cosa c'è che non va con il vostro sistema di comunicazione?
We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all have now. In all honesty, we never expected to need to communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We even attempted communicating with lights and sounds, something we saw in an old movie, but I don't believe they picked up on it. If anything, it may have inadvertently alarmed them.
Guarda, Vi aiuterò, dai.
So they have a name. Paradiso.
Paradiso, sì.
And it sounds promising
È
that they sent you to
l'hotel,
speak with us.
il posto.
You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
Ma se avevate già i diritti su questo pianeta, com'è che gli altri vi sono insediati?
When we left Earth, there were no claims to planets this far out into space. We had assumed that we were the only ones attempting a generational journey such as this, meaning that there would be no need for a formal claims process. Regardless, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, did manage to file a charter for this planet's first colony, to be named New Jamestown. According to his records, no one took it seriously when he filed it, so likely it was either ignored or the records were lost to the ages. Given humanity's lack of interest in colonizing the far reaches of space at the time, it shouldn't have been a problem. But again, here we are now.
Senti, proverò a parlare con quelli là sotto, ma la diplomazia è l'arte del compromesso.
Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal. If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such.
Beh, sì, assolutamente.
I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they respond, and we'll go from there.
Devo convincerli a lasciare il pianeta. Ma non accetteranno mai.
I'm serious. We have a rightful claim to this land, and I intend to fight for it.
Mi sto cacciando in un bel pasticcio, ragazzi.
Our only hope. Perhaps you'll honor my request and give it your all, for the sake of some very weary travelers who have come a very long way to be here. Thank you.
Tu che cazzo vuoi?
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Cioè, questi qui vogliono che cacciamo gli altri. Ma, non so.
I've lived my entire life in the Constant.
Oh, come si esce da questo posto? Cadi quella puttana, mi sto perdendo, ragazzi. Che ci sono? Madonna, un fottuto labirinto questo posto. Ragazzi, di giorno è ancora più bello questo posticino, paradiso. Noi siamo arrivati di notte, non si vedeva una mazza, però molto figo.
Hello. Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment?
Beh, più o meno, avete un problema con una nave in orbita intorno al pianeta e sono qui per aiutarvi.
Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board?
Devi solo lasciarmi entrare.
Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
Grazie. Dove stanno? Scusi. Qua.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet.
Come on,
not
mate.
our amenities.
Loads more interesting things to see outside. Only
Senti,
singled out
coso.
here.
Da quanto ho capito, tu sei la persona con cui devo parlare per quella strana nave in orbita.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Giro told me about.
Sì, diciamo, sì, sto facendo da portavoce, sì.
Stay at our resort before we spoke.
But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there causing all sorts
Guarda,
of
non sono
problems for our
alieni,
resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens!
Ma questo è indegno, sebbene che non è vero.
Despicable? Hardly. Just a backup plan in case we can't get them to leave. But you're right. No one's going to buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team. So, tell me, what's the actual deal with this massive eyesore of a ship, besides scaring people away?
È una nave che ha ospitato generazioni di coloni dalla Terra. Arriva qui dopo 200 anni di viaggio.
Well, that's something.
No, affatto.
Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work.
Ma non potete semplicemente convivere tutti insieme appassionatamente? C'è posto per tutti qua.
We could offer to resettle them here.
Ecco, bravo, Balam.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our
Mi piace
engineers
come
to
parla
help
questo
and give their captain
ragazzo.
an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
Ma devo comprare io il gravimotore.
It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You.
Non lo so, ragazzi. Cioè, lui mi sta consigliando di distruggere la nave, capite? Penso di aver preso una
And
decisione.
which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain?
E se dopo tutto questo continuassero a sostenere che i loro diritti su questo pianeta sono precedenti ai
They'd
vostri?
be hard pressed to defend that claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Free Star Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave.
Compriamo il gravimotore, ragazzi.
Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best
Non
in
so
the
quanto
business.
costa.
If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck.
I know this was a difficult decision, but if it's any consolation, I think you've made the right choice. Compared to the destruction of their vessel and relegating them to a life of servitude, I'd say this is the best chance they've got.
Sì, ma devo pagare, cioè, i soldi li devo mettere io, cazzo a cazzo. Ma vattene a far culo tu.
Millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort.
Ma neanche ce li avremo, ragazzi, i soldi. Sarà d'attesa.
Was fun? Now what?
Lo sai che si fa, Sara. Scusa,
Dust off complete. orbital insertion completed.
Ma dove cacchio devo andare? Cioè, ma devo andare fin qua, ragazzi? Ma porca di quella... Ma perché mi dovete fare tutti questi giri? Ma adesso devo fare tutti questi salti. Ma veramente posso saltare così al volo? Dai, ti prego, sì. E che cazzo? Nira.
Grav jump complete.
Welcome to the 3-Star Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship.
Non ne ho contrabbando, sono pulito, che cazzo. Comunque siamo arrivati, ragazzi. Qua. Vabbè.
Touching down.
Allora, andiamo a Sara, va. Allora,
Keep an eye on your valuables. You can't protect your own.
vediamo un po'.
A little desperate here. This is such a long shot.
Chi è?
All right, Adela. Deep breath. Oh God.
Che succede?
I'm just great. Grand, really.
Non mi
When I
sembra.
signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse.
Dimmi cosa c'è che non va.
Where to start? So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. It just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock, and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face?
In mezzo ai guai? No, a me non succede mai.
Are you serious?
Ero sarcastico.
Well, it's gone bad for me. So, I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment? Slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since.
E cosa dovrei fare io?
I'm getting to that part. Sorry. A tracker just landed, and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker?
Perché dovrei farlo?
Listen, I just haul, well, garbage. But you, I mean, you're armed. And look,
Ho un sacco di armi, ma ci tengo alla
awesome.
mia
I
reputazione
figure you could
e
do
alla
a solid
vita.
for the little guy, girl. Plus credits. I did mention the credits, right?
Vabbè, dai. Ok.
You are the best. This slate has everything they know about me. It's not much. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe. Thank you.
Trovo il liquidatore che insegue Adella. Se mi avanza tempo lo faccio, tranquilla. Oh ragazzi, portiamoci avanti qua. Cerchiamo di acquistare sto cacchio di coso, gravimotore, come si chiama.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
Howdy. Oh no, we could save valuable weight if we got rid of the pilot seat.
Mi dicono che sei un esperto di gravimotori e altri componenti per navi.
Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but
Si vede quanto sei impegnato, ammazza. Mi manda Oliver e sono qui a prendere un gravimotore per una vecchia nave coloniale.
Oh, you should have just said that. Of course I can
Meno
help
male.
you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. With some minor adjustments. It's in good shape too. Parts not cheap though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor and it's yours.
Ma madonna, raga, no, non ce li ho tutti questi soldi. Cioè, credo di non averli.
It's a pretty big ask, given how rare these old grav drives are.
Da quant'è che hai quel residuo, E nessuno si è mai offerto di acquistarlo.
True. I keep telling myself I'm holding on to it for the right time. Perhaps this is that right time.
Sicuramente possiamo metterci d'accordo.
I hear you.
Ora sì che iniziamo a ragionare.
Maybe we can work something out. Tell you what. Sounds like this is for a
Ce l'abbiamo
good
fatta.
cause. While I can't give you the part for free, I won't charge you for the work.
Beh, meglio.
Oh.
Ma non abbiamo abbastanza
Doesn't
crediti.
look like you have enough credits. It's hard to find one of these parts around anymore. So I'm going to need the credits up front. Come back when you've got enough. I'll still be here.
Quanti crediti abbiamo di preciso? Molto pochi. Allora, proviamo a vendere qualcosa, va. È che anche se riesco a raggiungere la cifra richiesta, rimango senza soldi, è questo il problema.
Back to the lodge, shall we?
Sara, cos'hai? Roba che possiamo vendere? In realtà non ha tanto, ragazzi.
Time to go?
Molta roba l'avevo già venduta.
Ron Hope's the best thing that's happened to us.
Hello.
Attenzione, questo è un negozio di armi, ragazzi.
Some rules. If there's one place there's some law and order in this town, it's here. Don't even think about stealing anything. No haggling. The price is the price. And might be some other rules. Don't be an ass.
Ottime regole, mi stanno bene.
Then we won't have any problems. If you need weapons, the best defense is the only place in town. You may be thinking this place is a dump, but the hardware isn't. Lots of customers pass through. We got something for everyone.
Vediamo cos'hai.
Good.
Questo è interessante, ragazzi, ma non posso acquistare roba, devo vendere, devo farmi soldi. Comunque non riusciremo mai a farci i soldi che ci servono così, ragazzi. No, ragazzi, dobbiamo fare qualcos'altro. Per forza. Facciamo una cosa, va. Mi faccio un giro per conto mio, ragazzi. Vedo se riesco a raccattare qualcosina. Magari rubo qualche oggetto, non lo so, ma così... Guida del pistolero aumenta la velocità di ricarica. Ah, ok, un altro giornaletto abbiamo trovato. Anche se rubando roba non credo di risolvere comunque la situazione. Dobbiamo fare qualche altra missione. Per forza. Quasi quasi facciamo questa missione. Sapete? Dai. Facciamo questa sperando di guadagnarci qualcosa. Dobbiamo fingerci ad Ella e occuparci del liquidatore che ha alle calcagna, che è un tipo che indossa un cappello da cowboy. Ok, dove si va? Non lo so. Ah, ma sta qua dietro. Ah, eccolo qui. Opla. Ernesto.
You look like you just got here too, right? What's your name, stranger? I buy you a drink.
Capitano Faem.
Fahim, huh?
Faim.
Came in on that ship to Markup?
Sì, piloto quella nave.
But I'm a tracker. And I'm here for your
E qui per la mia taglia.
Two ways this can go.
Attenzione.
You know the drill.
Mi sto cagando sotto. Non mi sembri cattivo. Io non ho fatto nulla di male. Facciamola finire male, dai.
So you didn't shoot your way off Neon, Fahim? The bounty is pretty damn clear. But something don't sit right with me. Not sure what.
Proviamo a persuaderlo?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Se sembri un uomo d'onore, non uccideresti una persona innocente.
Don't try to play me.
Guarda, molliamo tutto se eri tu a fine del... No, niente, ragazzi, mi sa che dobbiamo attaccarlo. Tutti cercano questo carico. Chiunque ti abbia assunto sta mentendo. Niente. Niente.
I believe you'd say just about anything to avoid me taking you down. Well, I'm done talking.
Gonna bury you.
Che deficiente. Dove scappi? Che fai? Scappi.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
Ma era la sua stanza questa? In tutta sincerità non lo so. Non c'è un cazzo. Vabbè, senti.
I heard the fighting. I'm so sorry.
Oh, è andata così.
I have to go before another tracker arrives. Thank you.
Oh, però abbiamo guadagnato qualcosina, dai. Abbandona la nave e fuggi, i liquidatori non si arrenderanno mai.
Oh, and isn't that a cheery thought? Just need a few supplies and I'm gone for good.
Ti conviene. I soldi però non sono ancora sufficienti, ragazzi. Ok, abbiamo completato questa missione, ma i soldi non sono ancora sufficienti. Potrei provare a parlarci di nuovo, ma credo proprio che qui non ne veniamo a capo. Sì, ci avevano detto che costava molto il gravimotore, ma non pensavo così tanto. Eppure siamo riusciti anche a persuaderlo,
Oh, hello. I'm not used to people wanting... As you know, they just don't make... I'll throw in the labor for free. Oh. Ah. Come back when you've got enough. I'll still...
Sei un pezzo di merda. Facciamo una cosa, ragazzi. Per il momento ci salutiamo qui. Andiamo via da questo posto. Magari andiamo da qualche altra parte per fare qualche altra missione. Perché abbiamo bisogno di molti crediti. Altrimenti se rimango qua perdo solo tempo. Senza i crediti necessari non possiamo acquistare il gravimotore, non possiamo fare una mazza. Quindi ci torneremo qua, ragazzi. Quando avremo la somma necessaria ci torneremo. Quindi per il momento andiamo via.
Let's put this bird into space.
Vabbè ragazzi, dai, io direi che ci possiamo fermare qui con questo episodio, poi decideremo dove andare e che fare. Voi come sempre fatemi sapere la vostra, lasciate like, condividete, iscrivetevi al canale, sempre se vi fa piacere, e noi ci vediamo alla prossima. Ciao a tutti.